Good afternoon. My name is Walter L. Davis III, and I'm here to do my persuasive speech outline on the topic A Better Future for People Needing Long-Term Care and Support and Services. Let me start out by giving my personal experience when it comes to services and care. In 2011, I suffered a ruptured ulcer that was hidden behind my intestines, and I lost 25 pints of blood. My blood pressure dropped to 57/34, and it happened in the hospital. It was rushed me to ICU, and I had 3 emergency surgeries until they found out exactly what was causing the problem. I was in a coma for 3 weeks. I was in ICU for 5 weeks, and never thought this would ever happen to me. I ended up being in a nursing home, which started out for a few weeks for wound treatment, ended up 4 months. I'm grateful to God and to the healthcare services and all those that was involved, because they gave me the best care that I ever experienced. I was admitted to a nursing home that at one time had a very bad reputation, but I can say as of today, I do not have not one negative thing to say about the nursing care that was given to me, the administrative care, the pastoral care, the care from the custodial all the way up to administration was impeccable. It was wonderful. But that's not everybody's testimony or everybody's opinion. There is a problem that we are facing in this world today when it comes to long-term care for those who are in need. Long-term care is defined as a variety of services which helps meet both the medical and the non-medical needs of people with a chronic illness or disability who cannot care for themselves for a long period of time. And it is common for long-term care to provide custodial and non-skilled care, such as assisting with normal daily tasks as dressing, using the bathroom, and brushing their teeth, caring for themselves, cooking their food. But as the things begin to increase and prolong, long-term care involves providing a level of medical care that was required expertise or people who are experienced, skilled practitioners to address the multiple chronic disorders and conditions that people are experiencing, especially those of the older population. Long-term care can take place and be provided at home, in a community, in assisted daily facilities, or in a nursing home. Even long-term care may be needed by people of any age, although it's more common need for senior citizens. When I was in the nursing home, I saw people that were younger than me. Some of them had crippling situation. Some of them had different types of disorder, and they needed care. The need for long-term care is really on a high rise, so to speak, especially in most countries, because more people today are living longer and they're entering an age where they need assistance in their daily activities. Birth rate are generally falling. 70% of this world are older people who are now living in middle income countries. And the governments around the world are responding to the growing long-term care needs to different degrees and different levels, because not only are people living longer, but we're having more diseases. People are born with diseases. People are getting diseases, and it's a very costly, expensive care that's taking place. And with the recession that we're dealing with, people having low-income jobs or no jobs at all, Medicare, Medicaid, the different types of insurances, the need is outstanding. And so we have to try to find a better way of administering and meeting the needs of people who are in need of long-term care. Some people, when their insurance run out, they're not able to stay in a nursing home or in a skilled facility that provides the care, and some of them have to go home, or they go to a lesser nursing home, a lesser skill, that we don't get the full potential of care. They just meet the minimum standard of their daily activity living, and they do not get the full impact of the care that they need to help them in their recovery. In 2009, Americans spend literally over $119 billion on long-term care services, which includes doctors' fees, nursing fees, equipment that are very expensive, food, administration, the cost of the rooms, seeing their doctors with the ambulance and ambulette, and it's just a very costly situation when it comes to long-term care. In Europe, most Western European countries has put in place a mechanism to fund formal care, and a number of them arrange at least partial fund informal care as well. In North America, such as Canada, facilities based on long-term care are not publicly insured under their Canadian Health Act, but in the same way as hospitals and physicians services, but they're funded by the government, by the province and territories, which varies across the country in terms of the range and services offered and the cost coverage. In the United States of America, long-term care is typically funded by using a combination in sources of Medicare, Medicaid, family, according to the person's income, and these include out-of-pocket expending, which often becomes exhausted once an individual requires more medical attention throughout the aging process and the conditions of their diagnosis. They might need in-home care or be admitted into a nursing home. And this is very costly. This is a very expensive thing. So we have to find a better way. We have to find something that we can do to help with the cost, or help to provide a better vision for long-term care. In 1999, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services had a two-day meeting, October the 14th and the 15th, to have long-term care experts to meet guidelines for the long-term care research agenda and to provide advice on alternative approach to finding out how they can do better with these situations. And some of the questions and policies that they are covered was cost effectiveness, equity access, financial and market incentives, consumers issues, quality assurance, and different methodologies. So as I conclude with this, we need to find ways to provide better care for those who are in need of long-term care. As I stated earlier, I was lucky, I was blessed, but everyone don't have that testimony. We have to come together, have to pull together as people to provide the quality care for those who are in need of long-term care and services. Thank you.